So many times it happens to all of us that we want to do something and we have a goal and we don't know where to start. It just seems so overwhelming. I was watching this documentary with Sylvester Stallone where he was talking about the challenges of making the Rocky movies. And he mentioned a couple of things that I think are very, very, very important, and can make things much easier when you're starting a goal and it just looks like too overwhelming and you don't know, okay, what is the first thing that I need to focus on. um, the first one is, whatever you want to do, whatever it is that you want to achieve, you have to be able to have a wide vision and say, where am I going to look for the opportunity? You have to look for the opportunity everywhere, in every place. Many times we're starting to achieve something, and we don't really open our eyes to say, okay, you know what, this is probably an opportunity for me to start moving towards that goal. If your goal is that you want to become, probably, I don't know, let's say you want to be a good painter. Okay. And you start practicing, you know that you need to improve on that. But many times, because we have a very, very clear, specific goal in mind. I want to be able to do, I don't know, murals, and probably you have an opportunity to start working and painting something different at a place, where, okay, you know what, you're gonna be painting, but you're gonna be doing some different kind of painting, and this is not really what I want. Everything, in many times, the goals that we have in mind, we're not going to find a straight road towards what we want. You're going to have to start doing something different, and that is going to start building the skills that you need to get to that specific goals, to get to that specific goal. So you have to learn to accept and say, okay, this is what I want, but there are many other things, that many other roads that don't go straight to where I want to go, but they are going to help me get the skills that I need to get to a certain point to get to that goal. And you need to build it. You need to improve in different ways in order to become the person that has that specific goal that you want. So you have to learn to look at the opportunities. Many times we have a window of opportunity in something that we're not really, or we're not very interested, and we turn it down, thinking that that's not going to get anything good for us. Take it take it not only because it's going to start forming you into that person, that you want to become, but it's also because you never know when the white or the blue or the yellow door is going to take you to the orange door, which is your main goal. Your main goal is a orange goal at the end of the road. But you don't want to open the purple or the black or the blue, because those going to take you someplace else. But you never know what kind of formation that path is gonna create. What kind of formation is gonna shape on you to get to finally get to that orange goal. And that's probably, it's not, those other doors are not a shortcut, but they're just a way to prepare you to get there. Okay. And the second thing is, it goes related to the opportunity that we were just talking about, is that you have the goal in mind, and you have to sit down and say, okay, to reach this goal, this is what I need. This kind of skills that I need. This is the kind of person that I must become. And the truth is that this is the kind of person that I must become. So you have to balance what your goal will require from you. These are the musts, the things that that you have to have, and who you must become. And this is who you are right now. This is how much you have, whether it's a little or it's a lot, but this is who I am right now. So of these things that I'm gonna need to become the person that is going to succeed, that is going to reach that goal that I have in mind, this is a person that I am. I'm probably missing this 1 and 2 and 3. So you have to focus. You have to focus on the kind of person that you need to become in order to achieve that goal. Many times, I think that we desire something, but we don't really sit down and make a personal inventory of, okay, if I want to achieve this, I need to change this habit, and I need to start thinking different. And I mean, there are some things that we need to change. There are some things about ourselves. There are some things that we need to get rid of, and there are some new things that we need to become. Some new habits that we need to adopt. So you have to make that kind of self inventory and say, okay, let's focus on ourselves. Let's focus on becoming that person. Let's be brutally honest and say who I am right now, and what am I lacking? Why do I have to get rid of? What do I have to start building? In the way I think, in the way I see things, in the way I behave, in the way, in my perception, in the way I process things. We cannot reach a goal that is going to require, you cannot reach a goal that is going to require your 100% attention, keeping the 95% or the 90% of yourself right now, and just giving it the 5 or 10% new you. Just a 5 or 10% attention to that, and trying to keep the 90% of the old you. It's usually not going to change like that. It usually is going to, most of the times, it's going to require a pretty good change. It's going to be probably a 50%, sometimes a 90%, sometimes a 100%. Sometimes it's going to require you to completely become a different person. So that's something that's something that you gotta have in mind, and that's also something that is going to put you in the place like where you can sit down, look at the goal, and say, okay, do I really want to do this? If you really want to do this, you have to think, I really need to commit to making so many times the difficult part is not really reaching the goal itself. It's in the process of reaching the goal, becoming a different person, changing the way you think, changing the way you see things, changing your perception, changing from being a reacting person to being more centered and just looking at things and saying, okay, what are we gonna do? What do I need to do to solve this? All right. So remember, you have to look for the opportunity, and you have to focus on changing the person that you are. You have to have a very clear image of what kind of person you must become if you want to achieve that goal. All right, guys. Well, I hope it helps, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.